Hey guys, it's Brian again. So before I get into this video, I want to thank everyone who has helped this channel reach over 500 subscribers. That is absolutely a huge milestone, and I want to thank you guys for being a part of the journey and also being a part of the Factory 7 family. If you've been following me on IG, I've been showing that I'm going to get a new place and I'm finally here, almost done settling in. So the next video I might do is just a tour of the apartment. So in today's video, I want to talk about mutual funds. I've been getting quite a few questions about what is a mutual fund, how to invest in a mutual fund, and what are the best mutual funds in a sense. Now, I usually stay clear of those videos because I feel like they're a little bit cliche, but for the sake of my audience, I will make a video concerning mutual funds. Now guys, before I jump into that video, if you're new, stopping by to the video for the first time, I'm going to ask you to like, share, and subscribe to this channel. Now, first, what is a mutual fund? Now, a mutual fund is basically a conglomerate of stocks. What does that mean? For example, take a company like Apple or Tesla, Bank of America. That is a single stock, a single company. A mutual fund is derived of multiple companies. So, for example, take a pie chart, right? And say that pie chart is split into 4 different quadrants. Now, I could use real companies like Tesla, NIO, etc., etc. But just to make this example simple, I'm going to use alphabets to letters to describe this chart. Now, say we have a chart. Within that chart, it's split into 4 quadrants. Now, in quadrant 1, we have company A. Now, say company A is worth $100 on the stock market. What this mutual fund does, this circle right here, it takes a percentage of that company to put into their mutual fund to make it up. So company A trading on the stock market is worth $100, but this mutual fund takes 25% of the $100 that is being traded for and put it into that company. So therefore, that company is worth $25 within that mutual fund. Then say company B, quadrant number 2. Company B is being traded for $100. That company takes 25% again and puts into that company, into their mutual fund. Therefore, it's another $25. Company C, same thing, trading for $100, take 25%, put in their $25. Company D, same thing, trading for $100, take 25%, put in there. You now have a mutual fund that is worth $100 for 1 share. 25 times 4, you get $100. So that is exactly how a mutual fund is. It's a composite of various companies to make up that fund. Now, each mutual fund is different. There are thousands of mutual funds, and every single one of them are different. Reason why is because each mutual fund has a specific amount of a company percentage-wise that they put into these funds to make up a pie of 100%. Now, that's how the mutual fund itself works. Now, what are the pros of investing in a mutual fund? Now, the pros of investing in a mutual fund is this, right? Say that you invest in one company. You put all your money into one company, and that company drops or goes completely out of business. What happens to all the money that you put in there? It completely dissipates. Now, if you put your money into a mutual fund, that money is spread out across 4 different companies, right? So for example, say Apple is trading for $100, you put $100 into Apple, and Apple, God forbid this will not happen in our lifetime, but say Apple completely goes out of business, you lose your $100. Now, if you put that $100 into that mutual fund, that $100 is spread 4 times across the board. So 25% of that money is being invested into the 4 different companies. So say Apple is within that mutual fund, and that part of the mutual fund completely vanishes. Apple completely goes out of business. well, you still have $75 that is working for you. And what the mutual fund does, it just basically does whatever those companies are doing on the stock market. So if all of those companies go up, your money goes up. If all those companies go down, then the money goes down. But it's a very safe investment, generally speaking. So that is the pro of a mutual fund. Now, what are the cons of a mutual fund? The cons of a mutual fund is this, and the only one I really see with a mutual fund is that a singular stock can outperform a mutual fund 99% of the times. So a mutual fund, it can grow 10, 15, 20% over time, whereas a singular stock can grow hundreds, thousands of percent. Because mutual funds are generally safer and less riskier, it may not always have the same upside as a singular stock. So that is my take on the pros and cons of a mutual fund. Now, what are the best mutual funds? As I mentioned before, there are thousands of mutual funds spread across thousands of different sectors. You have your Vanguard mutual funds, your TD Ameritrade mutual funds, your Charles Schwab mutual funds, financial sector mutual funds. But the ones I personally use are just two. The first one is the FXAIX mutual fund from Fidelity. That basically mirrors the S&P 500. If you do not know what the S&P 500 index is, the very last video that I did touched on that, and I will also put the link in the description so you can see that video just for more educative purposes. Now that mutual fund has been around for a long time. It's a very cheap mutual fund. So every mutual fund you invest in, there is a cost associated with it. So, for example, say $1, for every dollar you put into some mutual funds, they may take like 10 cents. With this mutual fund, it just does exactly what the S&P 500 does, and they charge you less than a penny to invest per dollar. The next mutual fund I personally use is the FBGRX Growth Mutual Fund. That mutual fund is a composite of the top growth companies in America. And it produces exponential returns over a period of time. And what I like about these mutual funds is this. If a company is not performing well, it is automatically taken out and then replaced with a better performing company with a better balance sheet. So that's my take on the whole thing of a mutual fund. So just now we talked about what is a mutual fund, the pros and cons of a mutual fund, how to invest in a mutual fund, and what are the best mutual funds, in my opinion. So guys, if you like this content, I'm going to ask you to keep this growth going. Please like, share, and subscribe to this channel, and thank you for being a part of the Factory 7 family. Remember, be the best you can be, stay true to your goals, and be all that God created you to be. Take care. Bye-bye.